All right, here we go. How to read hitters. That's the topic for today's discussion. So, how do we go about reading these hitters? All right, well, before I begin, let me point something out very quickly. So, this is a little bit of a throwback here. This is me pitching in high school. You see by the date there, April 29th, 2003. And clearly, things were always going to be different for me just because I was a little bit of an advanced high school pitcher. Obviously, the average high school pitcher is going to have to pitch slightly different than I did. I could get away with more things. But the big point that I want to drive home today is how you can read hitters, and especially on the amateur side. High school hitters will tell you almost what they're looking for when they go up to bat, or we'll talk about how to read them. So the one thing that you'll see, I'll show you this one video, and we'll talk about this one, and then we'll get into some other stuff here. So we start in this video. So this is the top of the seventh inning, last inning here. I've pitched this whole game, so they've had plenty of time to see the fastball here. That's the one thing we're going to keep in mind. Pitchers give hitters way too much credit. If you watch batting practice, hitters are going to fail even with batting practice fastballs a lot. And we go up there thinking that if we make a single mistake over the middle of the plate, they're going to hit it over the fence. It's not the way it works. Obviously, they're going to be statistically at more of an advantage when you throw balls over the plate. They're going to have their best odds to do damage then. But it doesn't mean that they're always going to just hit the ball over the fence because you throw one over the middle of the plate. We give hitters way too much credit. That's priority number one. That's the mindset. Stop giving hitters too much credit and attack them. Go up there thinking that they're not any good whatsoever and that your best stuff will beat them. All right, so let's get that out of the way. Change the mindset. Quit thinking that we got to trick hitters so much, and let's go attack hitters. All right, so top of the seventh inning, here we go. First pitch. Boom, fastball up in the zone. Not necessarily well located, but he swings through it. He's clearly not geared up for a fastball here. So at this point, what I see a lot of pitchers do, and coaches think that, oh man, that was a bad location. We can't do that again. Well, why not? The hitter just showed you he can't hit it. Okay, we don't need to reinvent the wheel here. The hitter just shows you what he's geared up to hit. Okay, so let's go to second pitch. All right, here we go. What do we think's coming? Fastball up a little higher. Okay, it's not hard stuff. He showed you he can't hit the fastball. We're gonna go back to it. Every once in a while, of course, he's gonna basically cheat to get to that pitch, and he's gonna make contact with it and hit it hard somewhere, and that's fine. We're just trying to play to the statistical advantage we have as pitchers and to what the hitter is doing. Okay, if the guys are gonna hit 091 doing that, I'll take my chances any day. Okay, but understand that 091 means on occasion he is going to hit a ball. Okay, and it's fine. All right, so third pitch of the at bat, something important here. So I get up there, and you see, obviously I shook off, right? Did you see that? I shake. Okay, so obviously something beside the fastball was called there. All right, obviously I could read it back then that this guy can't hit the fastball. I'm not going to throw him anything else. So here we go. Third pitch, obviously a fastball is coming, and no chance. It's three pitches almost in the same exact spot. The hitter showed me on pitch one, he's not geared up to hit a fastball, and if my fastball anyways, and if he's not geared up, if he's not going to make an adjustment and do something different throughout the at bat, I'm not either. Here it is, hit it. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We don't need to get tricky. All right. Now, let's talk about a different scenario. That's the video that I have. But we'll talk about a different scenario when, let's say, a hitter was on that fastball and he happened to pull it foul down the left field line, being a right-handed hitter. Okay? That clearly means that he's got the timing down for the fastball. He is sold out for the fastball. Now it's time to slow things down and throw something off speed. Okay? Now, if the hitter was getting a little bit closer to hitting that, like let's say I threw a fastball down and away and he fouled it hard down the right field line, right? So some people might think, oh my goodness, he hit the ball hard down the right field. He just missed. I got to throw something different here. Well, we don't necessarily want to slow things down because he's still a little bit behind, right? So we don't want to slow things down and play to his swing speed here, right? So we want to do there. It's harder for hitters to react on an inside fastball than an outside fastball. So if I threw an outside fastball and he fouled it off down the right field line late, chances are that if I throw a fastball, especially up and in, because that's going to be when the hitters have to have the quickest reaction time, chances are that he's going to swing and miss that pitch or be significantly late on it. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So when we talk about reaction times, up and in, hitters have to react quicker on a fastball, right? Down and away, they don't have to react as fast because that's where the barrel naturally is going to be. And when they throw a curveball, obviously that's what we're trying to do there is mess with their reaction time. So that's what we're trying to do with hitters. We're trying to mess with their reaction times. And when they're not on the fastball, they're not geared for anything else, we don't need to get tricky and go to anything else. We'll go more in depth about some more stuff with handling hitters at a later time.